What's going on, guys? Adam here with AtoZbodyfitness, and today we're just going to go over a short video on how the body positivity movement does have its faults. So recently, a woman by the name of Jamie Lopez, who was 37 years old, passed away, who was a body positivity movement activist and really had a voice for women who were really just trying to basically feel good in their skin no matter what size and weight they were. Had a following online, had a show that was coming out, or was out I think recently, and also had a beauty salon or was a nail salon that was targeted and for women who were of the body positivity movement and were against fat shaming and so on and so forth. Well, just a few days after this release of her opening up this new beauty salon, she actually passed away due to heart complications. Now, while other sources online will say that they don't know what the cause of death was, I'm sure it's very easy to tell that at the end of the day it was due to heart complications and health reasons, specifically involving that area because of the fact that she was over 400 pounds. Now, I just want to make it clear that she was at one point 800 pounds. She had realized that, she was bedridden, she couldn't move, she had to learn how to walk again because of the weight that she had on her, so she had dropped down to 400 pounds. But even at that size, it's very hard for the body to continue going on and hard for the heart and for all the other organs to keep the body alive because of how much work it's going through in order to sustain this heavier individual, right? And I guess the main point of this whole video right here is to say that it's not okay at the end of the day if you're somebody who's for body positivity and you want people to feel good in their skin, that's great. But when it crosses a certain threshold, okay, and you're putting yourself at risk and then you end up passing away and dying, or potentially the same fate could happen to you, in my eyes, being a health professional and doing this for as long as I have, it's not okay to be putting it out there that it's fine to be as large as you want as long as you feel good, because that's going to cost you a lot of things in your life in the future, possibly even your health, like it happened to this poor woman, because she decided, she was continuing to lose the weight and she had dropped 400 pounds, yes, but she was still advocating for people that you just need to feel good in your skin and it's okay whatever size you are. And she was advocating for women who were bigger and were heavier as well. It's, in my opinion, and I share the opinion of a lot of other people based on actual knowledge and facts and studies out there that we've done numerous times over, the higher your body fat percentage is, the more health complications and the more inflammation you put within your body, because the more fat, and visceral fat especially, that your body takes on, the harder it is for it to function and the harder it is for it to keep going on throughout life, performing daily tasks and dealing with things in your life in general, okay? As I said earlier in the video, she got to 800 pounds, she couldn't move anymore, she couldn't walk, she was bedridden, she wasn't even able to pretty much bathe herself, she needed help. I don't care how you feel or what you think, you should never allow yourself to get to that situation. If you need help in regards to losing weight, get help out there. If you need help in regards to, if you need help towards your emotional standpoint or your mental standpoint because of how you think and how you feel, then you need to speak with somebody. But it's not okay to keep allowing yourself to get to that size because you just feel like it's okay in any sort of circumstance on how you feel versus your health. Okay? You can never allow yourself to jeopardize your health just because of how you feel. At the end of the day, it comes down to if you're willing to do the work or not. It doesn't matter how you feel. If you know your health is being jeopardized and you're getting to a situation where you can't even walk anymore, you can't even go to the washroom on your own, it's hard for you to get out of bed, to even, not even, to get to the level that she was, but to even like go up and down the stairs and really take a beating just from moving around through just small activities throughout the day, then you need to really reevaluate your health and put aside the fact of you feeling okay just because you feel positive or you just feel fine in your body no matter what the size you are. We can't think like that, because at the end of the day, you're going to cause health complications for yourself, okay? You're going to make it harder for yourself to live during your daily life, and you're going to put a lot of stress on your body and shorten your lifespan. I would even take it a step further and say that people know that they shouldn't be allowing themselves to get to that sort of state, but they don't want to do anything about it because they don't want to take responsibility and because they're also lazy, right? If you know that you won't be able to function as well as you did before, you're going to be getting health complications, everything from multiple inflammation or medical issues within your body to having, pain within your hips or your back or any sort of muscle spasms or bone issues because of the weights. You're having trouble breathing. You have other people that are currently even coming to assist you because of the choices that you've made that have allowed you to get to that. Then I think it's honestly time to, like I said, reevaluate where you are in your life. And you need to put the idea of the body positivity idea aside and know that that's not going to be good for your health, okay? Because like I said, the more fat on your body, okay, the higher amount past a certain point, the more inflammation and the more of a higher statistical chance you're going to put yourself in an area of where it's going to possibly cost you your life. Like saying your size doesn't matter isn't true, because it becomes a health issue after. It really does. Now, not every single person is going to respond the same way or have the same health complications as maybe another. Some might have it worse than others. Everybody's different. But you're going to get health complications 100%. That's a fact. Whether you think you're going to get more or less is up for debate, and is really going to only happen as you allow this to keep going on and time passes on. But do you really want to be the one to find that out, since it's going to be happening to you? Or do you want to do the things that you don't want to do, like eating less calories, eating more nutrient-dense foods, working out at least 3 times a week, doing a little bit of cardio, even if it's just walking, and just even moving around in general in order to take care of your body, right? Body positivity, to me, to be honest with you, is about how you take care of your body, right? You don't have to be a health nut, or you don't have to be a fitness freak, okay? But you need to respect your body as you're going to be living in it from obviously the time that you're born to whenever your time is that you pass. And you want to be able to, especially if you're somebody who's, depending on what you do in your life, if you're somebody who's always moving around and going from place to place, you want to be able to strengthen your body to the best that you're able to do at this current time, that your current situation in life allows you to do, so things become easier for you, right? You also want to develop some sort of decent maneuverability and flexibility if you ever are in a situation where it calls for you to either get out of a situation because it's dangerous or leave for whatever reason. You don't want to be caught up because of the fact that you're not able to move because you're too heavy or you're just out of shape in general, right? So again, it doesn't come down to you being an absolute health freak or fitness freak, because I don't advocate that either. I myself am like that because I thoroughly enjoy it, but I know that not everybody needs to be that way. But you can't let yourself get to the other end of the spectrum where you're completely out of shape because you're so overweight and you're not being able to do anything and your life is completely affected because of it, right? Like, look at Jamie Lopez's age. She was 37 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. But because of the fact that she had let it get to a point where she didn't want to drop the weight down up to 800 pounds at least, 826 pounds I think it was, but she didn't want to stop, she didn't want to drop the weight up until that point. It affected her health. And people think, yeah, but she lost the weight, she got down to 400 pounds, so she was making progress. And she was, but there's also sometimes irreversible damage that is done when you get to that size. You don't even have to get to 800 pounds. It could be 600 pounds, it could be 500 pounds. Again, it's different per person, right? Even 400 pounds is essentially way too high. You need to be lower than that. But there was possibly health complications that were irreversible that caused certain damage within her body, and it was pretty much already too late. Even her cutting down to 400 pounds was great, and I'm glad she did, but essentially her body had just had enough and her heart gave out. And I think it also comes back down to the fact that people are actually advocating and allowing this to happen, where they're saying, again, it's okay if somebody gets that size, as long as they feel good within their skin, right? And it's not right, because you're watching somebody pretty much destroy themselves through consuming so many calories and not doing enough exercise that eventually becomes so detrimental to their life that they can't even do anything anymore. And it just puts them in a state of complete stress in an aesthetic standpoint and also in a medical standpoint, that they're not able to do anything. And I think that's really wrong. We really need to switch our mindset when it comes to that. You need to do some exercises during the week, whether it's like moving around, playing sports. Everybody, in my opinion, should be lifting weights because of the health benefits your body and your bone gets from it, and the diseases it fights off that you later on could potentially get. So everybody should be lifting weights. How heavy? Although I think people should be doing heavy to a degree, but whatever is respective to them. But how heavy is obviously up to you. And people should be doing some form of cardio. Like I said, whether that's sports, riding on a bike, doing swimming, whatever. At least 3 times a week, okay? That's 3 hours for the whole week. That's not a lot of time. People dread when they hear that. But if it's going to put you in a better health standpoint and really take care of you and help you throughout your life, why wouldn't you want to do it, right? But again, back to the main point of this whole video, it's the whole body positive movement, I think, really needs to rethink on what they're really trying to advocate here. If you're really pushing for people feeling good about themselves and in their skin, I'm all for that. But when you start allowing people and say it's okay for them to get to a certain size, no matter what they eat or what they basically do to themselves or how heavy they get, I think that's wrong and it needs to be changed. All right, guys, if you like this video, click like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.